Hey Huns, are you ready for a summer of greatness? This summer, Strongbow's partnering with us Hunsnet to bring you the best Pride season ever. We're hitting the road, sprinkling some Strongbow greatness in the only way we know how. London, Manchester, get ready for the ultimate Pride warm-up parties at the Strongbow Take a Bow brunches presented by Hunsnet and hitting your cities over Pride weekends. Oh yeah, and don't forget, Strongbow's back for Fabuloso in the Park at Brighton and Hove Pride for one massive party at the Strongbow Stage of Greatness. So get involved, tell your friends, tell everybody, and make Pride season the best season ever with Strongbow and Hunsnet. Over 18s only, please enjoy Strongbow responsibly. For more information, visit bedrinkaware.co.uk. Yes, a very warm welcome back to another episode of That's So Hun with me, Gareth.
And me, Electra.
We're back for another episode. Can you believe it? The season's still running.
I know, I can't believe I'm still here.
Neither can
I've still got a job. It's great.
Yes, it's That's So Hun, where we break down Hun culture for the Hun initiated. So if you listen to our previous episode, you will know that we have spoken about some random moments that all fit so well under this umbrella of Hun culture. And this week, we're delving in deep once again. Now, remember, on the episode, we are going to be talking about lots of things. Who knows what it will be? And at the end, we will be encouraging one of the items that we talk about to take a bow and be this week's That's So Hun item of the week.
I'm so excited for today.
You're so excited.
Yeah, I read the brief about 10 minutes ago. No, I didn't. I read the brief. I'm so excited. It's going to be a really good episode.
It's going to be good.
It's going to be good.
Great. Tell you what also is going to be good is our Take a Bow brunches. Do you see what I did there? Our Take a Bow brunches, which are with Strongbow over Pride season. The London date is now on sale, so there are very strictly limited tickets. So get yourself on Eventbrite if you do want to join us on the 29th of June at London Pride for the Strongbow Take a Bow brunch. And talking about Strongbow, have you tried their brand new flavour? Strawberry. It's hit the shops. Tesco exclusive.
Oh, it's delicious. Oh, it takes you like into Summerfields, do you know what I mean?
Summerfields or
like,
Summerfield?
So it takes you to, not Summerfields. It's like a summer field, you know, running through the fields of wheat, drinking a strawberry Strongbow. Ah, it's delicious.
Shall we scroll on? Before we go too deep into Theresa May content, please welcome our guest this week on That's So Hun. It's the TikTok viral stars, absolutely sensational backing singers, brother and sister duo, Chris and Elizabeth Hall.
Yay!
Welcome to the podcast, Huns.
Hi, Hans. Thanks for having us.
Hiya, love. How's you?
Good, thank you.
Good.
You've been really busy recently, haven't you?
Yeah.
What's been going on? You've been on Lorraine, haven't you?
Which was maybe the most stressful thing that has actually ever happened in my life.
Spill some tea. Spill some Lorraine tea.
Well,
she wasn't there, was she?
She wasn't there. She was
wasn't
off.
there.
It's the school holidays.
Yeah, do you know what? I told my mum and I was like, oh, it's not Lorraine, it's Joel. And my mum went, yes, of course, Lorraine never teaches in the school holidays. She never goes to school holidays. And I was like, oh, so sorry. I didn't know. I didn't know it was half term.
I did go into hair and makeup and they were like, what do you want done? And I was like, I think it would look, I haven't worn makeup since I was about 17. And I was like, I can't go out there with a full beat.
Full drag.
You know
What do you mean?
She comes in with a hairpiece. Like.
Honestly.
No,
Wouldn't know
I
anything
was
about
just about to say, your skin's glowing. And
Oh,
that
thank you
explains
so
like
much.
you don't wear makeup.
It's crazy. I would say in the last 3 months, and I'm 26, but in the last 3 months, I've for the first time consistently used skincare,
Wow,
just every
well
morning
done.
and night.
Drop the skincare routine. What's on it?
Turns out it works.
Yeah, you
What
wash your
is
face.
it? What is that about?
What is the skincare routine? Come on, give
The
us
skincare routine, Bioma.
Bioma.
Who's she?
Hi, Bioma.
Let me
I
tell
actually
you
know
all
her. Well, I tell you what. Talking about changed lives, I mean, I'm going to speculate that this backing singer idea has changed your lives. Is that right?
Oh, it's been the maddest year that we could have ever imagined. It's just, it came from one idea, one video. We just put it up thinking, we put it up about 1 a.m. in the morning and then went to bed, didn't think anything of it.
Yeah.
And then by the next day, the Moona, who the video was like, the song was of, had commented on it. And we were like, oh God, that's gotten to them fast. We were like, that's mad. And then we did a couple more, and then like literally straight from that, they were just, you know, doing so well. And literally, we've met people that we, in our wildest dreams, we would never have even thought would have happened. It's just been amazing.
Do you know what I love about it? It's the simplicity of it, and it's like, props to you to come up for that idea, because it is so simple, but it is so brilliant. I like it. It's something that just genuinely, honestly, gives me joy to watch. And I see when you can see when you know that there's going to be a celebrity in there, and I'm literally like, who's it going to be? Who's it going to be? And then it comes. So who's been the best celebrity that you've done for like fangirl moment?
Oh my gosh. Well, the massive one was Shania Twain. That was just like that. Just like that. When that all came through the emails, it was just like,
this is
what? Like what are we doing here? This is absolutely mad.
Yeah. Well, and JoJo for you.
Yeah, JoJo's one of my favorite artists. Get out.
Get out. JoJo
No, not
Siwa.
JoJo Siwa.
That
would be a manic routine for her.
Yeah. Oh, well, maybe we can figure that out.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, JoJo's one of my favorite artists, and that was nuts. Like we met, and she was like, "Oh my God, hi, it's so nice to meet you." And I literally was like, what are you talking about? It's nice to meet me. This is crazy. Yeah. And you really took the lead in some of the talking in that one, because I was just kind of speechless.
You didn't have the words.
Yeah, I was just like, I'm here, I'm in the room, but you do the talking. Yeah.
What's the process when you meet the artists? Because obviously, I'm sure the management are like, "Oh, we'd love for you to do something."
Yeah.
And then you get in the room, and what actually happens? Is it very much like that, or is it very right? I'm on choreo. We're doing this. What's the plan?
So it kind of depends, doesn't it? Depends how much time we have. So like, we've done a couple videos where it's been a busy schedule for everyone involved, and we get like a 5-minute, 10-minute slot. And then sometimes it's really nice. Like, we were with Dannii Minogue for like an hour.
Oh yeah.
Just chatting and just how amazing. She's just the best. But we were like up on the roof just chatting, and you know, she was telling us stories about back home and her, you know, what she's up to, and we were like, oh, we're still here with Dannii Minogue. Like we're like, we'll go if you want, but like, you know, it was amazing.
Yeah, and then afterwards she was like, right, should we head down? And she like was carrying all this stuff. I was like, Dannii, should I be carrying your things?
Yeah.
Like you're just you're carrying your own stuff.
Yeah,
honestly.
Is there an artist you would love to work with?
It's a very, very hard question, because again, we've met. But the sort of like, we've already had our fill. Do you know what I mean? We've had the. This is like the third time I've mentioned her in 24 hours, and it's going to be so beggy, because I feel like if she hears them all, she's like, "Get this British boy away from me." But I love Kelly Clarkson.
Yes,
massively.
So that'd be amazing.
Show. Get on the Kelly Clarkson
show.
show.
I mean? And then we love Britney Spears. But also I want her just to sit in her house and like chill.
Yeah, we kind of just want coffee with Britney.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? No videos.
I root for Britney every day. Like, there's a story there which is none of our business, but it's very. I just want it to be okay.
I know. You just want. I would love in like 10. She doesn't even have to do any work or release anything. But I'd love like a video where she just goes like, thanks for your help, or like, I'm all good. I'm just gonna go and like live in Southern California now, but I'm fine. Yeah. Or I mean, Perfect World, Crossroads 2.
Yep.
That would be
if we're
perfect world. If we're
Crossroads, the straight road.
Exactly. Yeah.
I've got visions of you. I'm manifesting this for you now. You know, like, remember when Sophia Grace and Rosie went on Ellen? Do you remember when they went on
for the boys with the boom sister, top down, eat 10 with the boom sister?
In the tutus, I have got visions of you on the Kelly Clarkson show, and you doing it. Let's manifest it. You definitely want that, right? Before we put the vibes out.
Kelly, if you've not known by now, I've said it on every platform.
Kelly does actually listen to this podcast.
She can't get enough.
We'll figure it out. Do you know what I mean? Mate, we'll see.
Kelly, if you're listening, you know what to do.
Don't block me.
Don't block us.
Send us an email and we will literally
get in touch. So, every week on the podcast, we choose a subject that is close to Hun culture to do a bit of a deep dive on. And because you are so well connected in the pop world now, you've got everybody on the speed dial. We want to dissect pop music and why pop music and what pop music is so close to Hun culture. But before we do that, What does Hun culture mean for you both? Does it mean anything?
It means a lot. It means I feel I never have more fun than when I'm with my girls.
Yeah.
And your girlies and the culture that surrounds it, the jokes that you have is just inherently Hun.
Yeah.
Also, just from the birth of this whole Hun movement, all the references, the Celebrity Big Brother references, the EastEnders references, like all that British humour is what I but gets bounced around in the friendship groups with the girls.
Yeah.
So it's everything.
What about you,
Oh my
Elizabeth?
God, that was gorgeous.
That was stunning.
That was profound.
You should do like teaching or preaching or something.
I want to be a priest. Amazing.
Yeah.
That was so good. We love it.
When I think about you, I do think like, Hun.
Why is he my brother?
So,
Please remove.
you were so scared then, but literally, I do think like the humor that I have with like when you're quoting Gemma Collins,
Yeah.
or like you're like doing what's that famous Big Brother monologue she does? I would tell Gemma that she is.
I will let Gemma know that she is a.
We all know the word.
Pretty much, I'm gonna let Gemma
fat-
know.
But like
Yeah.
when you're reciting that, I'm like, oh my God, that is like that is
Yeah.
Hun culture.
Yeah.
Do you
for
know
sure.
when you were kids, did like Chris do a show on the fireplace for you all and make you sit and watch?
It was quite well. The thing is there's actually like 7 years between us.
Your age has been outed now.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
27.
Yeah.
20. Yeah.
I can't do math.
Yeah. I think our older sister, got the brunt of it.
Yeah.
Got
Because
more
there's
shows.
4 years between them, and she was the older sister who I think was made to sit and watch Chris give like a live performance.
Head of the fan club.
Yeah, I did have to watch Steps performances
You
of
had
Chris.
to.
Yeah.
You were lucky to.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
yeah.
Excuse me. If you didn't like them, you could have left at any time, but you never left.
That's so
Did
true.
you?
Bit like
Front row
H. and
seat.
Claire did.
She couldn't. She was tied to the chair.
Me also 3.
Yeah.
You know.
So, what pop music was playing when you were growing up? What sort of things did you have to witness and listen to growing up? What was your pop music jam?
Well, as previously mentioned, Britney Spears.
Yeah.
Passionately Steps.
Yeah.
Followed by, of course, S Club 7. Of course, you Hearsay. Of course, you Liberty X.
Of course.
You're
Spice Girls.
Spice Girls, of course.
Spice
Yeah.
Girls.
Yeah,
Doesn't need
yeah.
to
I
be
wrote
said.
Jerry a letter when she left.
Was it a strongly worded? Can I speak to the manager letter?
It was just a sort of stream of consciousness. It was just like, wow, like this is, I don't know how you haven't sort of considered us in this decision. I remember saying, I think I remember saying like, I'm really sad, but like I understand this is like for you.
There was forgiveness there.
There
for
was
sure.
forgiveness there, but it was very cathartic. And I think my mum went, lovely, I'll just send this to Jerry Halliwell in the bin.
You're like patient zero Karen.
Yeah. Do you know what, Jerry?
Do you know what, Joe? Every week, we delve into the Hunstery box. Now, first of all, this is the honeyest box that we could find because it's pink velour.
Beautiful. Where's that from?
I'm not going to reveal my sources
that's
because I
fair.
don't want everyone to have it. Doesn't it look like a Towie cast member's sofa?
It
It
does.
does.
It does. It could go. You need a grey one as well to
Yeah.
go with it.
Are you talking about me or the box?
Either or, really. So every week we find an artifact from the past and we bring it back and we dissect it, celebrate it, fall in love with it again in this day and age in our Hunstery box. So Electra, it's over to you.
In this week's,
Oh, that ASMR.
oh, it's good, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oops, that's my script gone.
So who
Who
knows
are
what's
you?
coming now?
Hi, John. Hi, Mary. Now, in this week's Hunstery box is. I'm scared to like lift this because it might like disintegrate.
It's not the Dead Sea Scrolls.
May as well be. This week's Hunstery box is the Smash Hits magazine.
Oh,
and this is an
my-
original.
Wow.
This is an original. So I thought we could just have a little bit of a
Yeah.
look at it. So
Yes, that is Gareth Gates.
Gareth, Will, and Darius.
Yeah.
R.I.P.
the
You've got good
headline,
eyesight.
the headline on the cover is, what is it?
Come on, girls.
Come on, girls. But the question is, which one would you choose? So
For
what?
For what? Oh, smash hits.
Yeah.
So we.
Yeah.
I mean, we are voting for them to win.
Yes, exactly.
So hopefully, in parentheses, it says, "Which one would you choose for your pop idol?" Not.
Which one would you choose?
Yeah.
So yeah, we looked at this, and I had a quick flick through the magazine earlier, and there's some stunning things. So it starts with this is from February 2002. Page 1 is a full page of S Club U.
Wow.
Speak on it. This
I used to, in primary school, used to sit in the corner of like the school field and like run takes of You, but just by myself, like singing it, but taking it so I was that odd child that was just like.
That's not odd. That's unique. That makes you.
Look what it's got
Thank
you
you
though.
so much for saying that. But I literally used to.
She told me this story like last week. That is so magical
last
that
week.
is that song, because you
Yeah.
literally told me this story like
That was
days ago.
that was like. I mean, now I
look
would say it's
they look
top
incredible.
5, but at the time it was number 1.
Yeah, that's the great thing about pop music is that you can have an absolute favorite for a really short amount of time. It's like Padam. Padam will always be there, but it was like peak, wasn't it, at a time? We've got Kavanagh. Do you remember Kavanagh?
Oh no.
No, Kavanagh.
I used to
that?
fancy. I probably still do. Used to fancy Kavanagh.
Yeah, he
That
was.
look.
He was the one who did "I Can Make You Feel Good."
Make you feel good.
We've got
Sorry. Wow. I should be in your
Kim
little band.
Shady.
I'm ready for
Shady.
it. Band.
Shocked Lisa flies solo.
She's out of there.
She's out of there doing her thing. What else? There was some good thing. There was a lot of chat in this magazine about Liz from Atomic Kitten and Lee from Blue being together.
Wow.
Yeah.
Lee and
You
Liz.
were just talking about Atomic Kitten.
Yeah, I had to. Elizabeth wasn't completely versed in Atomic Kitten, and I gave her a bit of a history.
Yeah. Do you know?
through Kerry into Jenny, and then back to Kerry, the big
Yeah.
hits.
All the hits. Do you
Well,
know?
I kind of knew the big,
Oh, you knew Whole Again,
Tide
Eternal Flame, but
is
Yeah.
and Tide is
And
High.
Tide is
Did you know
High,
It's
yeah.
Okay?
no,
So
you
when they
say
just like
It's Okay.
proposed, they went, "Okay, I assure you, baby, it's all right. You
Oh,
ain't keeping me up all night." And the
Yeah.
choreography is just pose, 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 pose. No more. It's amazing.
What I like about
That was
Atomic
gorgeous.
What I like about Atomic Kitten is they had a lot of mid-tempo tracks, but were doing full-out choreo to the mid-tempo
Yeah.
tracks, and
Yeah.
I like that level of commitment.
For sure.
You've got a choreography background, haven't you?
Yes.
Yeah.
No, they really, really hit the choreography hard. Again, to the kind of like easy listening. And they also, I think, were the complete pioneers of the disc belt.
Gladiator disc belt,
The
the Deirdre Barlow belt,
The gladiator disc belt with the long skirt.
They're coming back, those belts.
I cannot wait
I've seen
for
people
those
wearing
belts to
them.
be back.
One thing that I love about Smash Hits magazine as well is that you always had in every episode, for anybody who doesn't know what Smash Hits magazine, you'd always have the posters in the middle.
Yeah.
So in this episode, we've got the Backstreet Boys, we've got Queen Britney,
Gorgeous.
so we've got the Americans there. But then on the flip side of that, we've got Westlife looking like a
Angels.
bunch of estate agents. Which
Yeah,
I
yeah,
quite
yeah.
They really
like.
do.
They do, don't they? Would you buy a house from Mark?
I'd buy
I think I
anything.
would.
Yeah.
I'd buy anything from Nicky.
Yeah.
He was so
He's gorgeous.
beautiful.
He's still
fit,
gorgeous, isn't
yeah.
he? Yeah. In the middle every week, there was the song lyrics. So this would be good if Smash Hits was still around. This would really help you. You know, if Kylie called or Jimmy World or Brandy called, you just have the lyrics there ready to go.
Exactly
yeah, that was so important.
It's so important.
Yeah.
The
You
little
needed
advert for Woolworths. Did
I
you see
was-
that in the
and this-
middle then?
Miss You Woolworths.
And there's a huge ad for Woolworths on the back.
Yeah. Don't talk to me about Woolworths.
best place for
That's mad.
I remember that Alizé.
What does it go like?
She,
C'est pas ma faute. Et quand je donne ma langue au chat, je vois les autres.
she was a French pop star, and I have the CD single of Alizé, Moi Lolita.
Ooh,
I just remember that
wow.
photo vividly. Wow.
Could you say her name again?
Alizé,
Elise.
What was the Belita bit?
Moi Lolita is the name
not
of the
Belita.
song.
It's cute.
Gorge.
So we were talking about song lyrics there. It would be, and I'm sure you get asked this a lot. appreciate we've got microphones in front of us. Is there any way that you could give us like any choreo that we could go away and practice, or that Huns at home could practice?
Oh my goodness me.
Because from some of the archive that you've done. So if we had a microphone at home, what could we do to give it the backing vocal?
What was the Barry Manilow one we just did?
Barry
Manilow. No, only because it's quite good hands like that.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
So if you go up,
Down,
down, forward, down, down, and then double. The double click is our
signature
the
move.
signature. Yeah. So if you go spirit fingers,
Yes,
go
so
up, down, forward, down,
down,
click,
click,
down,
Click down.
Oh,
Right, we ready?
yeah.
5,
Right.
6, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Up, down, forward, down. You go click and a da and a click and a da. And the double click is where you really put your own flavour, your own spice
Yeah.
on it.
Right.
Yeah, it's all
Yeah.
about styling.
The bits in the videos that I wait for and makes me just combust into a million pieces is the side eye looks to each other. Can we
Yeah.
get an exclusive side eye look from you?
I don't
love
even
it.
know where that started.
I don't want to be a creative director, but I've just had an idea. I
Speak on
think you
it.
should do like a workout video, backing singers workout, because you know, like Huns celebrity
Oh my
workout
goodness
videos.
me. Yeah.
You know, everybody, because everybody can get like a mop or something at home, so that
Yeah.
everybody can do it, and then you can do some choreo moves, maybe with some tins of beans.
I love that idea.
Wow.
Tins of beans.
Absolutely tins of beans. I actually think that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trademark.
Trademark.
Who had the best workout DVD?
Davina.
Davina had a
Yeah.
great
Davina.
always.
Or
The Davina,
Natalie Cassidy?
Natalie Cassidy, the Then and Now workout, we love.
Yeah.
My favourite workout though was a bit of an obscure one. Nadia from Big Brother did a flamenco
Yes.
one, which is really good.
Amazing.
Letitia Dean did a great one. But my all-time favourite, and I don't know whether I've spoken about this before on the pod, but my all-time favourite is White D from Benefit Street. It wasn't a DVD, but it was a piece of content that she did called the Benefit Workout. Yeah.
I remember all the Ministry of Sound ones. Remember the Ministry of Sound ones? She used to have just like gorgeous people.
Yeah.
Just like sort of box stepping.
Can I ask our producer Katie to pop in that cupboard, it's not a cupboard, that's the case. I've got it.
That is the one I
Yeah.
had.
Yeah. I'll tell
And
you
I
what.
really fancied the boy in it.
Yeah.
I literally bought it just to watch the boy
Oh
dancing.
my God.
Pass it over. We'll have a double hit Unscrew
I
box.
am
in this week's
shook.
That's
the
I never
one.
leave home without it.
You never know when it might come up.
I want to be her in the yellow bikini.
Do you know what I loved about this?
yeah.
There was a moment in there where they're like, and pony.
That was it.
Pony.
There's a call on me. Call on me.
But the tunes on that workout were banging.
Sunrise.
Yeah.
How did that one go?
When
Angel
I look
City?
into the sunrise,
It's sunrise.
melt my fears away.
Banging.
But let's talk about it because it's here.
Waiting for a star to fall.
Oh, I know that one.
So I used to work at Pontins. I was a blue coat at Pontins, and we used to get fit to that back in the day. So when it was the summer, we'd go outside our chalets, we'd pull out the massive telly, and we'd put the Pump It Up DVD on, Pump It Up 2 specifically, which is that one. And my friend Stacey, if you are watching it, Pump It Up forever, Pump It Up 2 forever.
Forever.
Yeah.
Forever, Stacey.
Yeah, it's so good, isn't it?
Banging. All beautiful.
You can keep it next to you if
Oh,
you want.
yeah.
Yeah, and I know.
Yeah, just keep it in a precious place.
Picked special.
Why don't we just put it on the telly now? And
Yeah, yeah. For the rest
You
of the
guys got
podcast.
time.
Get up your seats.
I am wearing pleather.
The Strongbow Summer of Greatness is now in full swing, and what better way to accompany this summer's hunting than Strongbow's brand newest flavoured ciders. We've got Tropical, a taste partnership of mangoes and pineapples. We've got Zest with the citrus vibes of oranges, lemons and limes, and we've got Strawberry. Well, with strawberries, of course. The question is, do you think Strawberry will be stunning, Tropical the tastiest, or Zest is best? The choice is yours. Over 18s only. Please drink Strongbow responsibly. For more information, visit bedrinkaware.co.uk.
So every week on the podcast, we ask our guests to bring in something that you think, or tell us something that you think is so hun, and throw it out there into the hun world, because hun culture is so individual to everybody, but it's so inclusive to everybody. So what have you brought that you think is so hun?
Well, we've brought from our flat. Don't ask me how it still exists, but it is a shiny purple magenta digital camera where back in the day, everybody, children, if you're watching, people used to go out to the club, yes, and they'd have already taken 50 photos at the pre-drinks and already uploaded it to Facebook saying pre-drinks at Becky's.
Yeah, in its own folder.
In its own folder. And then you'd be on the bus and you'd take 30 photos on the bus and it would say bus to Kingston for Becky's 18th. And there'd be 30 more photos there. Then you'd be in the club and there'd be 3 albums of 60 photos. Facebook used to only be children. Facebook only used to have 60 photos in an album, if you could imagine that. And then thank God they made it much. They made the albums much bigger, thank goodness. And you'd have three albums that say Becky's 18th. Yeah,
So true.
and then you'd come home and you'd have a pizza party at home and you'd have an album that said after the club for Becky's 18th. So in one night,
3 albums.
there would be about 200 tagged photos of you on Facebook that you'd then I'd sit in my bed and tag everyone in it and then put a status up and say, I've done my tags, enjoy. All the
Some people are too lazy. They'd be like, tag yourself.
Tag yourself.
Yeah.
I know you knew they were the snakes.
Yeah.
If you've been the photographer all night, you do the tagging.
Yeah.
It was so good. Those times were great. The OG selfie comes from one of those cameras as well.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Like that.
Indeed.
And you actually take as many photos now, because if you ever look at your camera roll, you've taken 10 selfies of yourself and then you pick one. But back in the day, you'd post all 10 of them and be like, lovely,
your best.
10 photos. Yeah. Do you know what? Maybe I'll charge it up and take it to Hoopla.
I think you should, because there is
Do you know
also
what's on
actually.
it?
Oh my God. I don't
Yeah.
That's actually a scary thought.
Ooh.
We shouldn't delve.
God, I wouldn't even know. Oh, it must be it used to be a cable, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you can get one of those on like Amazon or something.
We'll do a bonus episode at the end of the season and we'll find out what really is on their camera.
yeah. But yeah, I just love the. Oh God. I just think the color of it as
Yeah.
well is just perfectly
It's
hun.
So
perfect.
Do you know
hun.
what I mean? It really says like this is Kelly's camera.
Kelly's
That's
camera.
Kelly.
Is it bad that I'm getting a bit anxious seeing that camera? I'm
It's
like,
not your
"Yes."
camera.
I'm like, what's on that camera?
So, as you know, every week on That's So Hun, we take a deep dive into the current affairs of things that's going on in the media, in the news, in social media, what's trending, and we have a chat about them on the pod. So, Electra, what's been going hun this week?
I love this bit. I feel like a news reporter, like Fiona, whatever her name was.
Bruce, she's still with
Fiona
us.
Bruce, she's still with us.
Whatever her
I
name
know
was.
she's not.
Her
Sorry.
name.
She actually, fun fact, she went to my mum and dad's house once to do an interview. Fun fact. There you go. No, so this week,
Chaos.
just so you all know, chaos. No, this week, Jenny Lex.
Oh God, yeah.
How do you feel about making big stories, hun? Like cost of living, cosy libs, Jenny Lex, general election. Do you know what I mean?
I thought you were going to ask me about. I thought you were going to ask us like our take on politics.
No.
And I was like really worried. And then you were just like, how do you like abbreviated?
Yeah, you said Jenny Lex, and I was like, I don't know who that is.
Yes. I was like, oh no. I
No.
don't want to talk about politics.
We're not going to talk about
I literally was so worried. I was
No,
like, I'm
we
gonna make a fool of
Where do you
myself.
stand?
No, we definitely won't be talking about the politics. I think what Electra was trying to say is, how do you feel like massive news stories being like abbreviated to all of this? Because that is so hard.
I think it's fabulous.
Yeah.
I think it is
Fabulous.
fabulous. It really, for people like me who are, as you've, I guess, got in the last 30 seconds are completely brain dead and stupid. I really love when really, really awful things are just abbreviated into a funny word. It's so perfect.
I do think calling it like the Cosy Live is just going to make it less like
Yeah.
like it's going to make it maybe slightly easier to process. Do you know what I
Sorry,
mean?
I just need to laugh.
Not that. It's that, Chris. Oh, I need to breathe. Okay, right, yeah.
Take a second. Take a second.
Oh, it's hot.
But the thing is, I think by abbreviating it, and not obviously you're not trivializing anything, I think it's making these subjects accessible to people like me who probably wouldn't engage with them, who maybe thinks, oh, what is this Jenny Lex about? And then I might look a little bit below the surface, but I'm all for an abbreviation.
I am too. I think it also really I think it like all everything that happens, it like unites all the girls and the funny people, and it just I feel it's something that we can all like. We can't really do much about like Cosy Lives. What can we do about the cost of living crisis? Like our day to day in our lives, but we can just unite, call it a silly name, and like at least find some humour in it.
It's Hollybob season.
Where do you stand?
Starting on Hollybobs. It's Hollybob season. What holiday destination is so hun to you?
Ooh, so hun to me. I pop over to Grand Can in the last couple of years. It'll be my third time, 3 years in September. And that's quite fun.
Yeah.
Lots of fun shows. We love our sit on those plastic seats watching the drag queens. Absolutely fabulous.
Yes. Get those like
With
tan lines through the seats as well.
Exactly, with a
yes.
big jug of Aperol. Really good.
Gran Canaria is definitely hun. I think it's definitely hun on the gay, on the LGBT side. I think that's definitely where it sits. But I think that there are some girlies out there who would say that Malia. That sounds quite hun. Have you ever been to Malia?
I haven't.
Did you go Zante?
Yeah, I went to Zante
We
and
both went to
Ibiza.
Zante you went to Ibiza.
Zante.
Zante was pretty hun.
Can I tell you? This is actually. I'm going to tell you something. So I used to work for a travel company called TUI, in the head office, and it was only probably about 2 years into my career that I realised that Zante and Zakynthos are actually the same place.
You were like, "Where are you going, Zante or Zakynthos?" And everyone's looking at you like,
Embarrassed. So every week on the pod, as you know, we recap at the end of all of the honey things that we've spoken about and choose one of these subjects or items or anything that we've spoken about to be crowned That's So Hun of the week, and then we ask it to take a bow. Well, we don't. It doesn't take a bow. We just say the word take a bow. It's a pretty simple concept, really.
Yeah.
So at the top of the show, we spoke about Kelly Clarkson. Kelly Clarkson, very hun. Your appearance on Kerry Clarkson. Kelly Clarkson, I think that would be really hun. Crossroads 2 and Britney in general, definitely hun.
huge.
Tommy Kit's Atomic Kitten and Gladiator belts.
Huge.
Yeah, it's getting difficult now.
Yeah.
Workout videos. Pump It Up 2. Other workout videos are available, but you just won't want to do them. That's the best one. Digital cameras and Facebook albums, or
Massive.
abbreviations. So
Let's not go there again.
let's not go there.
My stomach can't handle it.
Electra, so out of all of the things we mentioned, what do you want to crown So Hun this week?
I'm going to go with the camera.
The camera.
The camera is so hun and it needs to take that bow, baby.
Okay. What do you want to go for?
Immediately I go, is it Crossroads 2? Just even the concept of, I think that is that's so hun. I think that's my take about.
Okay, Chris.
It's tough because I did sort of bring the camera to the room
To the
today,
pizza party.
to the pizza party, and Becky's 18th needed those 560 photos taken.
Grainy ones.
I am a huge fan of Tommy Kit's and the Gladiator belts, and also the whole Lee and Liz. I just think, God, what
What a time.
If only we just let them live.
Yeah.
Maybe they'd be married with a family now.
I know.
If the press had just left them alone.
They could have been like the new Beckhams,
Oh,
but with much more highlights.
much more highlights. Tiger stripes.
Yeah.
But I think I will go with the disposable. Why do I keep saying disposable? The digital camera.
The digital camera. So we've got 2 for the digital camera. Ooh. See, I think that the Tommy kits in the Gladiator belts. I'm teetering on the edge. Give me a minute. No, we're going to go for.
You choose your own,
Yeah.
babes. Don't follow the crowd.
It's like Simon Cowell when they have the deciding vote on Britain's Got Talent,
yeah.
because we've got to just choose one thing.
Simon Cowell's funny
Yeah.
glasses.
Yeah. Oh, what is Simon Cowell's
Yeah.
glasses
Funny
do?
glasses.
Oh, I love him.
Do ya?
Yeah, it's mysterious what's going on behind those glasses.
That explains a lot. I think we're going to crown digital cameras. Yeah, definitely.
Woohoo!
Digital cameras on a night out. That's so hun. Can we get it out to physically take a bow?
Here it
Here
is.
we are.
In its purple, shiny purple glory, and it's taking a bow.
Oh, fabulous.
That was for our listeners.
Digital cameras. That's so hun. So we are nearly at the end of this week's pod. But before we go, just remind everybody where they can find you on your socials and tell us anything that you've got coming up. Plug.
You can find me at Christopher Hall with an X instead of the I on Instagram and TikTok. Come see my stand-up in Edinburgh. If you're in Edinburgh, if you've got friends in Edinburgh. If you're in London, I've got some shows on the way. But then after Edinburgh, I'm going on tour with my show. So I'll be in lots of places I haven't been before to gig. So Dublin, Belfast, Glasgow, Newcastle, Leeds, Cardiff, all over. So and that's all the information is that's on my Instagram.
Fabulous.
Wow, that was amazing. My Instagram.
You hear it all the time. I bet you could have just done that for me.
Probably. My Instagram handle is Elizabeth Hall with 2 Zs, 2 Zs. My TikTok handle is Elizabeth Queen Beth, so we don't have to talk about that much more. And I have a new song, 22, coming out on June 28th.
On
There
all
you go.
available platforms.
On all available platform
all
streaming
available
things.
Fabulous.
I love that.
Yeah, and it is original music. It's not a Taylor Swift cover, but it is called 22.
I reckon you should have a Taylor Swift off with her. She turns up at the stadium and you be playing your song outside.
With a boombox.
I was thinking for promo, like, what if I got in that huge hat she wears with the long white t-shirt? But we'll see. We'll see.
If anybody's at the Eras tour, if you can nick it and send it our
That would be
way,
great,
We'll pass
yeah.
it on, definitely.
Yeah.
So thank you so much for joining us. We love you. We think that your TikToks and Instagram and I just can't wait to see who's going to be next on the Backing Singer content.
Thanks so much for having us.
No,
Yeah,
thank
Love
you
you
so
both
much.
so much
It's
too.
been so
It's been
fun.
amazing.
Before we go though, Electra, can you leave us with this
Sure.
week's?
Oh, sorry. They meant leave us. Can you leave us? You're fired.
No, you're fired.
Can you leave?
Can you leave us with this week's Hunspirational quote to give some Hunspiration to our listeners for the week?
Okay. This week's quote is, never let anyone tell you that you can't be something. Show the world that you can be something. Smash it. Smash the world. Peace.
I can't believe that we got to episode 5 and you still haven't said that. So I've been waiting for that every week. Thanks so much. I feel so hun-inspired. Don't forget to check us out on Apple, Spotify, YouTube, anywhere where we get you podcasts. Follow, subscribe, like. Thanks for tuning in. And we'll be back next week for another fantastic episode of That's So Hun. Until next time. Ciao. Bye now.
Bye.
So that brings us to the end of another episode of That's So Hun as part of the Strongbow Summer of Greatness. Make sure you're following at Strongbow UK on all your socials for exclusive Summer of Greatness content and to find out how you can get tickets to the Take a Bow brunches. Oh yeah, and make sure you join us at Fabuloso in the Park at Brighton and Hove's Pride in August. We'll see you there, Huns. Over 18s only, please enjoy Strongbow responsibly. For more information, visit bedrinkaware.co.uk.